Hi, welcome to my channel, Takayaki Tarot. Today is August 25th, 2023. So, Friday, I already have one reading up today that I posted earlier. So, this is my second reading of the day. Okay. Um, yeah, so before I get started, I just want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it doesn't, then don't force it to be your story, right? Don't try to put your foot where it doesn't fit. I keep getting I keep saying that phrase because it's really every time I say that I keep thinking of Cinderella's stepsisters. They found her glass shoe and they tried to put her their big ass feet in her shoe and it wouldn't fit. But then when the prince was like, "Is there anybody else here?" They were all like, "No, no, nobody else is here. Nobody else is here." But come to find out, Cinderella was there. It was her shoe. They were hiding her. She didn't want to be they didn't want her to be seen because they knew that she was going to be the princess. So there's a lot of heavy projection going on right now, only because of the fact that somebody's not getting their way with you, and their plan is to come towards you all up in your face, right? Come towards you that way. But it's even that's not gonna work, and they're frustrated because it's they don't know what else to do. So they're projecting right now. So they're projecting because they want to come towards you, but they know that if they come towards you, it's not even gonna work. So it's what am I gonna do? How can I do this? How can I come towards the collective? No matter what I do, it won't work. There's a lot of aggravation, a lot of irritation, a lot of snapping. Um, yeah. And a lot of that has to do because without Cinderella, their stepsisters and, the stepmom. I mean, this could have to do with step siblings, but it's not really that. It's about the roles that everybody has, right? So Cinderella's role was cleaning and mopping and dust the curtains, mop the kitchen, sweep the kitchen, make the beds, make the food, make the fire, cut the wood, right? That's her stepmom always had a massive list for her. Cinderella herself, she was the only one that kept the place running and going, right? She was like a mule. They ran her like a mule, like a donkey. They also used her as a footstool. They also used her as a punching bag. All right. And it's no matter what they did to try to prevent Cinderella from 323, to prevent her from finding happiness, finding peace, going to the ball, she still found a way, right? Cinderella's godmother came down, let's get you a dress. Let's get you to that ball. Let's get you a carriage, right? So the universe is stepping in for you, collective, on your behalf. Everybody is doing everything they can to make sure that you don't get to that ball, that you don't get your Prince Charming. We're going to make sure you do that anyways, right? Or your Princess Charming, whatever, right? We're going to make sure that you do that anyways. And collective, you could already be in that position, or you already went to that ball. So it's somebody's trying to prevent you from putting on your glass slipper. And they're irritated because it's no matter what they do, that glass slipper is still going to get put on, right? They try to hide her. They try to lock her away. It didn't work. She still got what was hers. It was deserved. She deserved that. It was hers. Hold on. So yeah. So the whole theme is basically Cinderella's stepmom and stepsisters. They were just trying to prevent Cinderella from moving on and being happy and finding peace. And a lot of that had to do because they were already miserable. So they just needed someone to beat up emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically too, because they would lock her up, right? It just made them feel good. It just made them feel better about themselves. And it's crazy too because they were all miserable, all ugly, all angry, all mean, right? Cinderella was like, you know, pretty demure, youthful, beautiful, gentle, sweet, kind. So, and then when Cinderella got mad, they were furious, right? They were furious. They couldn't do anything about it. They had no choice but to watch her, you know, ride away in her, carriage. So basically, the whole point of that is that the collective has moved on, is moving on. And on top of that, so basically, like the stepmom and the stepsisters, it doesn't really have to be a stepmom and stepsisters. It's definitely a group of people, though, right? For some of you, it's one person, but these group of people, these people, this person, it's like they want to contact you. They want to come back to you. Oh, you know what I'm getting to? I'll tell you that in a second. But it's like you're already living your happily ever after. So what is there for them to be in your energy? And on top of that, be careful because out of those group of people, I don't know if you've seen the second movie, Cinderella. There's like three Cinderella movies, but the second Cinderella movie, the red-haired sister, I forgot her name. But it was the red-haired stepsister. She was the one. She ended up going to Cinderella. Yeah, in the second movie, I remember now. She was also the one that okay, so that red-haired stepsister, she was really mean to Cinderella too. She was really mean, really nasty, blah 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 blah. But in the second movie, right, that stepsister went to Cinderella for help. Why? Because she like fell in love with a guy, or she fell in love, and like her own sister and her own mother were like they didn't approve of it. They didn't think it was like she was good enough or the guy wasn't good enough. It was something like that. I don't remember that in particular, but the same stepsister, one of the same people that were really mean and really nasty to you, they want to come to you for help. Why? Because they too want happiness. They want to be happy. They want to be free. They want to be in love, but they can't because it's like a ball and chain. They're tied to the same exact people that they were, involved in like the bullying, the ostracizing, the isolation, the abuse. So be careful. Um, it's up to you whether or not you would want to help that person. I don't really remember what else happened in the movie, but I do feel like um, that one stepsister, she was kind of like the dumb one of the group, right? So this person may not be smart, but they want to come to you for help because they feel like since you were smart enough to get out, you might be smart enough to help them get out as well. They don't want to be in that group anymore. But there's some sort of betrayal though. If I remember correctly, in the second movie, it was like the one sister that's coming towards you. Oh my god, clever. The one sister that's coming towards you, I feel like she's being followed and she's being watched as she attempts to come towards you for help to break free from like the little group, the little coven. So be careful. All right. I feel like that was like a little side note. The stepsister coming towards you for help, the red haired one. I mean, this person may not even be like they don't have to be a redhead. That's just how it was in the movie. Okay. Um, but somebody wants to come to you for help. They want you to help them break free because they feel like you're strong enough and you're smart enough to do it. Also, this person feels like you're too sweet to say no to them. You're too kind to say no to them. Okay? So, if, like, why else would this person feel comfortable enough to come towards you? Because they feel like there's obviously goodness in you. Well, to them, it's like you wouldn't turn away a helpless person, right? It's like that. But I don't feel like that's really the point of this reading. I just feel like there's heavy projection because You're living your happily ever after, or you're like right there at your happily ever after. And it's like there's a really like irritation, agitation, somebody's like snapping a lot, not like their fingers, but they just like when somebody talks to them, they respond and like what, like things like that, like just very irritated, agitated, very overwhelmed, very stressed out. Like that's another thing too. Like I never feel stressed out, and I was like feeling that. I'm like, what is this? Like, why am I feeling stressed out all of a sudden? Right? So somebody is really trying to like. Hold on. Okay. Yes, I will meet you. So yeah. So back to the whole stepsister thing. It's not really. Anyways, I don't want to get too much into that. Let me just start pulling some cards, okay? But also, out of like the three, if I remember correctly, it was the stepmom. She was like the one that was really gung ho about keeping Cinderella tied and bound and things like that. Like, she was more angry about Cinderella moving on than like the other two. Like, she just seen Cinderella as like a bug under her shoe. Like, it was just like, I don't know, like, you're just, I don't know, like the way she treated Cinderella, it was like horrible, but at the same time, she didn't want her to leave, like to be happy. And when she did find happiness, it was just like the worst thing in the world to her. Okay, so this could be a mother figure, your mother, or just like it could be either your mother or a mother, but it was the mom, like the stepmom. This could also be a stepmom, like your stepmom or a stepmom. But it was just like a really, you know what, too? It could be a mom that just gives stepmom vibes. Like that, it's just like, that's just, like she could be your mom, but she just gives a stepmom vibes. Like she just, I don't know, like the way she looks at you, the way she treats you, the vibe that you get from her is just like, am I your child or not? Like, it's like that, right? It's just like, so this could be a mom, your mom, or a stepmom, or your stepmom. Hold on. Or like, it could be your mom that just gives stepmom vibes, and it's like, you know, this woman birthed you, but it's just like, you're the Cinderella, whether you're divine masculine or divine feminine. All right. No. You know what is the funniest thing? Is that the mom or the stepmom in Cinderella looks just like this. Mature woman in reverse. This is the first card that came out. Mature woman in reverse. This, and Cinderella's stepmom looks like this. Look her up. Google it. Or YouTube. Or yeah, YouTube. Google it. Bing it. Yahoo. AOL. I don't know. Look it up. Or even watch the movie. It's on Disney Plus, I'm sure. But she looks just like this. Very angry. Very black and gray hair. Always up. Short hair, right? So we have mature woman in reverse. So here's the thing. It says definitely an older figure, like an older woman. It's like a mother figure. So this could be a mom or a mom that just gives off like stepmom vibes. So a mom, a stepmom, or a mom that gives off stepmom vibes. Like do you even like your kid? It's like that, right? It's just like the way, I don't know. It's just the way this woman, I don't know. Anyways, so mature woman in reverse. So this woman is very mean, very miserable. And she's also like, she's a bully. I want to say childish, but she's not really childish because it's like, I mean, it's more like petty. because Cinderella's stepmom was very, very petty, right? And like she would see her daughters like bully Cinderella, and she would do like a thing here or there to like instigate it, right? Like if I think it was like the dress scene where Cinderella's stepsisters, they were like messing up her dress, and like the mom like threw a pair of scissors in the mix or something like that. It's kind of like that. So this is a very petty woman. This mother figure, or this is a mom. This mom gives off like petty stepmom vibes. Yeah, she's very petty and she's a bully, a petty bully. Coffin reverse. She doesn't want to. So I'm also seeing the tower reverse. She doesn't want to end this. Like she just. Also, whoever this person is, like this is a person that doesn't see anything wrong with what they're doing, and because they don't see anything wrong with what they're doing, to them it's like, what do they have to stop? What do they have to stop doing? Right? Like even if you tell them exactly what it is that they're doing that's wrong, it's just like, well, I don't feel any type of way about it, so why do I have to stop? And if you tell them, well, it's hurting other people, well, that's not my problem how they feel about what I do, right? It's like this person, they just don't see anything wrong with what they do. They just don't. This is a petty bully. Look, privileged lady in reverse. Also, too, I think in the backstory, I think it explains it in Cinderella the Second or Cinderella Lost in Time. Cinderella Lost in Time is supposed to be like the movie. It's the third movie, but its timeline, it's around the first movie. All right, it's Cinderella's mom or Cinderella's stepmom. She was the one like who did a lot of black magic to kind of go back in time to prevent Cinderella from having her happy ending, her happily ever after. And then what she tried to do, she tried to switch out Cinderella for one of her stepdaughters, or for one of her daughters, right? She tried to do that in Cinderella Lost in Time. I think it was Lost in Time. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But if not, anyways, it's all on Disney Plus, so definitely check it out. Anyway, so my point is, with the privileged lady in reverse, in the movie, it explains that this Cinderella stepmom, she was very poor, and she was like living in poverty with her two daughters, and then she met Cinderella's dad. And she basically like trapped this man or like manipulated her way into like marriage with this man. It's like every stepmom story, right? So she basically manipulated her way into marrying Cinderella's stepdad or Cinderella's dad, and then she went from being a lady of poverty to a privileged lady. But the thing is, it's not like it was never. She had to manipulate her way. She had to steal it. She had to manipulate her way into it. Right? She was basically manipulating Cinderella's dad into marrying her so that way she can get like the house, the money, everything. But all of that really belonged to Cinderella. So it's kind of like this petty bully who was supposed to take care of Cinderella and make sure that Cinderella gets her inheritance. She took it. She didn't want Cinderella to have her inheritance. So what happened? Cinderella ended up finding a Prince Charming. She got something even more. She got, instead of like the little mansion, she got a castle. Instead of a little carriage, she got tons of horses, right? Shit like that. So, this is a false privileged lady in reverse. This is somebody who, I don't know, they try to maneuver their way into luxury, into status. They could have also tried to do this to you, tried to steal something from you. But come to find out, your fairy godmother stepped in, and lo and behold, you're living in a happily ever after. Hold on. So, yeah. So, this stepmom, or this mother figure who gives off stepmom vibes, she tried to steal your inheritance, your house, your carriage, your luxury items, your jewelry, right? All of whatever was supposed to be for Cinderella, this woman came in and this woman swooped in and like took it. But it didn't even matter. And the thing is, Cinderella didn't even know, right? It's like it's like she's the kind of person that didn't realize that she was supposed to be a woman of leisure, right? Not a scullery maid, because that's basically what she was. She was a scullery maid. She dust the curtains, mop the kitchen, cut the wood, right? Also, this woman is very, very evil and malicious. And I say that because I remember her cat. Her cat in the movie, the cat's name is Lucifer. I remember she'd be like, Lucifer, Lucifer. So yeah, she's just very evil and malicious. She's a bully. She's petty. She tried to steal your inheritance, and an inheritance that you had no idea about, but it didn't even matter because your fairy godmother, like I said, is coming in to give you something far better. And they're still like this petty, mature woman in reverse is still trying to like prevent it from happening. It's like you already got the house, you already got the carriage, you already got everything. So why don't you just toil and labor in reverse? A lot of that. Hold on. So with the toil and labor in reverse, I feel like this isn't the same, because of the reading I did earlier, I kid you not, it was talking about a Queen of Pentacles in reverse who just like was trying to prevent change and blah 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 blah. But it's interesting because these are not the same women. There are a lot of karmic feminine that operate like this. So it's kind of like a Black Widow. Black Widow, she would, not the Marvel character, a Black Widow. A Black Widow is a woman who would marry a man for finances, and then she would get rid of the man, and then, you know, she's got all his money, cars, clothes, and finances, right? She's got it all. That's a Black Widow. So there are a lot of women that operate like this, and they don't see anything wrong with what they're doing. And a lot of the times, the reason why they do this is because the way they think, it's like, well, I've had it hard, I've had it tough, you know, I deserve a break, right? With the toil and labor in reverse, it's like, I've been fighting all my life, I've been working all my life, I've been living in poverty, I deserve a break. But the break that they're trying to get is by stepping over someone and stealing someone else's inheritance, right? These are false privileged ladies. These are ladies, ladies of the night. No, these are women that they just don't want to. A lot of the times it's because I'm a woman, I shouldn't have to. That's literally their mindset, because they're a woman, they don't have to. They don't have to put in the work. They feel like that it should just be given to them, and that only works for divine feminines, because divine feminines are divine feminines. They've done the work, right? They've done the work. So after all the work that they put in, of course, they just get to be women of leisure now at that point. These are not women of leisure. These are mature women in reverse. They're bullied. They're petty. They want to steal. They want to covet what is not theirs. These are not women of leisure. And they feel like just because they are a woman, I don't have to. I shouldn't have to. I'm a woman. That's literally their mindset. But it's like, okay, you're a woman, but like, what kind of woman are you? You know? This woman is going to hell. Or she's living in hell. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to clean that up. She's living in someone else's inheritance, or trying to live in someone else's inheritance. Pathway reverse. Yeah, she's either living in hell or she's going to be going to hell, because whatever she's doing, it's the wrong thing. She's doing things the wrong way. This is not what she should. What she thinks is okay, it's not okay. And if you try to tell her that what she's doing is wrong, well, I don't feel bad. Right? This is the kind of person that, like, Cinderella's mom didn't care about anything. Like, I remember one of the scenes where Cinderella's stepsisters were crying, like, she didn't care. If she's not crying, she's fine. That's all that matters. If she's not crying, she's fine. This is why, like, what she's doing, she doesn't see anything wrong in what she's doing, like trying to covet other people's inheritances and trying to just being, like, petty and bully. She doesn't see anything wrong with this. That's why she doesn't, with the coffin reverse, she doesn't see anything wrong, which is why she doesn't feel like she should stop. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. This is just not. I can see why they're not divine feminines. You don't. It's wrong. It's wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. You don't do this. I can't express it enough. This is not the way. Right? And then they wonder why they still, like, after all of this, they still have to, like, fight. They still have to covet. They still have to manipulate. They still have to cheat, lie. Right? Like, if it was meant to be, like, they wouldn't have to try so hard and do magic and... These are just bullies. They're bullies. Like, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's a bully. I cannot stand a bully. And the thing is, unless a bully decides to not be a bully, you can't say anything to that bully, because a bully is not gonna, well, I don't care, right? They're not gonna care. Which is interesting, because these are adults that are operating this way. Adults, okay? Not children. They're adults. Okay. Wow. Yeah. It's funny. This Six of Pentacles, I saw it when it came out, I saw it as upright, and as it landed, it fell reverse. Nothing is going right. It's weird because this petty mother figure, this petty bully of a mother figure, right? First of all, she's too old to be acting like this. She's too old to be operating this way. She's just too old. She needs to sit down and relax and rub her knees. Like, you're doing too much, right? Give your knees a break and sit down. Thank you. Okay. She doesn't want to stop. She doesn't want to stop doing this, but she's in the Six of Pentacles. Also, this is somebody who's very unfair. Like, I feel like I don't know how else to, like, explain that, but she's very unfair with how she operates. Like, she just doesn't believe in equality. Like, this is definitely a mom that gives, like, stepmom vibes, that, like, wants it all. But she's, like, really mean. She's very unfair. Oh, she's also not being blessed. Yeah. So there's, like, no miracles, no blessings, no abundance coming her way. She could also be losing finances as well. So let's say she stole your financial inheritance. She's losing more money than, I don't know, she's losing money. She's losing money, but it doesn't matter to you because what happened to Cinderella? She married the prince. She became the princess of the land, right? You can't get any more like, so whatever little pocket change. So what Cinderella's stepmom has, what she took from Cinderella got married, so now what she has is considered pocket change. Like, it doesn't even matter. And on top of that, she's losing this pocket change. She's losing it. It's like, that's what she gets for being mean, unfair, and a bully and petty. There's also something about being greedy, too. Like, this person's very greedy, and they don't see anything wrong in what they're doing. Like, I just, like, how do you, like, do you not? That's why we have got pathway and reverse. Like, this is, like, a real privileged lady does not do this. A divine feminine, this is not a divine feminine. A divine feminine would never do this, right? These are not privileged ladies. These are, I keep wanting to say it, the ladies of the night. I don't know why. I think it just sounds funny. What was that? Nah, I'm gonna... Yeah, strength reverse. She's weak. She can't do anything on her own. I feel like the only reason why she does this, or she stole your inheritance, or... What do they say about bullies, right? Bullies are bullies because they don't go home to love, right? They don't go home to love. They don't love themselves. They've never experienced kindness. I think it also explains Cinderella's stepmom story. Like, it explains her story a little bit. I think in the third movie, Lost in Time, I believe it is, or the second movie. It's definitely not the first movie, right? But yeah, this is a very weak woman, or these women are very, very weak. They don't have the strength to, I don't know, like they just it's like they can't stop. They can't stop. They don't have the strength. I just saw the Eight of Wands. I want to communicate with you. Hold on. Back. Yeah. What did I say? Eight of Wands. Communicate. Yeah. One of the reasons why they want to communicate with you is because, again, their money is running out, right? Their pocket change is running out, and you're like the princess or the prince of the land, so you have money. So it's interesting because the video that I did earlier today was talking about how a woman whose foundation is all over the place, and she wants to contact you. She wants to communicate to you because she wants to attach to your abundance. So maybe this is... It may not... I feel like these are different women, but all of these women are going through towers. So there could be multiple women that want to contact you and want you to help them in different ways. Like, one of the women in the reading I did earlier, the main reason why that woman wanted to contact you was because she needed a place to stay. But I feel like this woman wants to contact you because she needs money. So you got one woman that wants to contact you for a place to stay, another woman that wants to contact you for money. So you have, it could be a trio of women. Because remember, and there was Cinderella's stepmom and the two daughters. So one of them, the main one, like the mature one in reverse, she could be the one that's like finances. She kind of like control all the money. And now one of the stepsister wants to come towards you, like, I need a place to stay. My mom doesn't have any more money, or so-and-so doesn't have any more money. We're losing our house, or we're getting evicted. And, just until they figure out what's going on, can I just stay with you? Can I just, blah, 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 right? So where's that third sister in the background? What does she need? I feel like that third sister, she's going to be sticking with the mom. Like, because if I remember correctly, she was the one that was like really close to like the mom. It was the red hair. She was the short black haired one. She was the one that was really close to the mom. The red haired the long red-haired one, she was that one that sought out Cinderella for help. I'm in love. Can you help me? Ace of Cups. Look, Ace of Cups. Yeah. Hold on. What was I? What did I say in the beginning? The only reason why that red-haired stepsister even went up to Cinderella because she knew that Cinderella had like a pure heart. Like she knew Cinderella would help her, right? And it's like they won't. That hold on. And it was like they must know that you're a sweetheart, that you have a kind heart. Otherwise, they wouldn't even feel like it's okay to ask you for help, or they wouldn't even like have the audacity to like come towards you to try and communicate with you. And a lot of that is because the way they see it is like, oh, they're too kind. No matter how much wrong we do them, they're gonna have to help us because they're too kind, right? These people, they want you with the Ace of Cups. They want you to show them compassion. It's like we did the most to you. We betrayed you. We bullied you. We abused you. We betrayed you constantly, right? We took what's yours. We harassed you. We put obstacles. We blocked you. We made you pay our karmic debts. But can you please show us some compassion in our time of need? Like what? Read that list back to me, and then you let me know if you would feel the same way, right? And on top of that, there's a Six of Pentacles in reverse. Like you just want me to show you compassion while you still betray me. Like you want someone to show you compassion in your time of need, but when someone else is in their time of need, you don't show them compassion. It's a one-way street. It's only to these women, it's take, but there's no give. That's why they are privileged ladies and reversed. They want to be ladies of leisure, women of leisure, but they're not. Divine Feminine, you are a woman of leisure. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to help them. With all the compassion that you have, yes, I have compassion, but it's not for you. And last time I checked, I'm not obligated to do anything that I don't want to do, right? So go ahead, do your projection and get all angry and, do all that. Because at the end of the day, I'm still not going to help you. Right? I'm still not going to, like, open my doors. I'm still not going to open that message. I'm still not going to, like, you're unwelcome. Six of Cups reverse. Nine of Wands reverse. Yeah. With all the compassion, and it is crazy too. Because even though you have bad memories with these people and it's like they just drained you and they betrayed you and they did the most to you, you're still in this Ace of Cups energy. You're still a sweetheart. No matter all the things that they've done to you, and you could have bad memories, like trauma from these people. You could even have childhood trauma from these people. And it's like these people did the most to like make sure that you would be in the Nine of Wands. You would be defeated. But no matter what, you still remained in this Ace of Cups energy. You're just still always full of love, full of compassion, full of like emotions, full of sweetness. Like you're always, your cup is always full. And you're always, and not only that, but not only is your cup always full, but you have more than enough to fill someone else's cup. But what you're not going to do is fill their cup. They did the most. It's like they deliberately knocked you down to defeat you. But you're still in this Ace of Cups. What do we have here? The Lovers reverse, Nine of Swords reverse. Yeah, you're not, I don't feel like you're in like, no. You're not working with these people and you don't feel bad about it. That's what I'm saying. It's like, read that list back to me. Read that list back to me of everything you've done to me. Now you ask me again, should I show you compassion? Ask me again. The audacity, right? Everything you've done, and I'm still in the Ace of Cups. Yeah, the Lovers reverse and the Nine of Swords reverse. You don't feel bad about not working with these people. Why would you feel bad? That makes no sense. And you have plenty of compassion. It's just not for them. And you're not obligated to give them compassion. You're not obligated to show them compassion. You're not obligated to open your doors and dig in your pockets. No, you don't have to do any of that. I feel like that's also a lesson for you to learn, right? Watch those movies. Watch the Cinderella movies, okay? Watch all three of them. Watch all three of them. It's on Disney Plus. You can also buy them on Amazon, the DVDs, but you can also buy the movies on Amazon and just like watch it. Hold on. It's raining. It's been super muggy out all day today too. So definitely watch the movies Cinderella, the first one, the second one, and the third one. Um, yeah. I'm gonna get a couple of these and then I'm gonna close it. Attacking your crown chakra. So when your crown chakra is unbalanced, you're confused. Here's the thing. These people, I want to say the ringleader, basically. She could be the one that this mother figure, this petty bully of a mother, she could be saying that you're confused, you don't know what you're doing. Um, she could also be saying that you're that you're like mentally ill, which is I don't know why, but obviously you're not. You're in the Nine of Swords reverse. Like you're not. I feel like you're very clear, and this is another reason why they're attacking your crown chakra, because when your crown chakra is balanced, you're conscious, you're intelligent, you're wise, and you are aware of your surroundings, yourself, your mind, you're cognizant, all right? And also, you're able to tap into your miracles, create miracles, right? And that has to do with your Ace of Cups, right? A lot of the time, one of the biggest reasons why they were, because in the movies, Cinderella's stepmom, it's like she wanted to crush Cinderella's spirit. So Cinderella could just give up and like, just be okay with being, beaten and bullied and suppressed, right? It was like, just be okay with being suppressed. Stop having spirit. Stop having hope. But the thing is, you cannot kill hope. Not even anti-life can kill hope, okay? You cannot do that. It's impossible. Hope is alive. That's why that's why the phrase says hope is alive, because hope is alive. Hope is its own thing. You cannot kill it, right? So these people are saying that you're mentally ill and you're confused because you don't want to work with them, you don't want to be around them, but it's like you're not. You're just aware of what was done, right? You have bad memories of these people, and on top of that, they just wanted you to be defeated. They wanted to defeat you. It's like they wanted to kill your spirit. You're aware of that. There's nothing wrong with your mental health. That's why they're trying to attack your crown chakra too. It's like if they can attack your crown chakra, that would like, it would just make them feel better, because it's just like if they can confuse you, they can use your compassion, they can use your emotion. It's like they can use you to pour into them because everything is falling apart for them. So it's like if we can confuse the collective and have them pour into us, then we too will have miracles, because again, your crown chakra is balanced, so you're able to create miracles, tap into your miracles, right? So not only do you have miracles, but you have this Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups, an overflowing of abundance. They want that. They don't have their money stopped, their house gone, their carriages, their horses ran away, right? My kid just laughed. I'll get like 2 to 3 more. Spiritually fertile. Look, once you stopped working with these people, that's when you really became to. It's not that you became, because you were always in this flowing miracle energy, overflowing miracle abundant energy, right? You're always spiritually fertile. But the thing is, once you stopped working with these angry mothers, these bullies, these petty women, once you stopped working with them, that's when you really, like, all of your miracles, like, it's like, since they were for you, you got to see them, you got to witness them, you got to experience them. When you were around these people, when they were suppressing you and bullying you and taking advantage of you, it's like they were the ones that were like, I don't know, reaping the benefits of your miracles, right? Meanwhile, you were probably like, "What? Where's my miracles? What's going on?" You know, like, do I get a happy ending? Do I have? The thing is, they were taking it like this. They were taking your inheritances, your money, your finances, your happiness, your spirit. They were taking it all. Everything that was originally for you, they were taking it all. But it doesn't matter, because once you stopped working with them, it's allowing you to actually experience your own miracles. And it's not like someone else is taking credit for them or taking them or like coveting your miracles and shit like that. Because again, what happens to Cinderella? She became a princess, right? She married the prince. So she got something, once she realized her worth, and a lot of that has to do with her worth, once she realized her worth and didn't let this defeat her, she went after her happiness and she got it. Hold on. Oh, baby. Okay. What? Oh. Alright, let me get one more and then I'll close it. I gotta go. They don't like being alone. They can't be alone. That's also, I feel like that's just like something about their personality. Because as a divine feminine, you have to learn how to be alone. Right? That's part of the lessons. That's part of the job, the work. And this is something that they cannot do. They cannot do this. Also, they're also saying that there's something wrong with you because you like being alone. But when you're alone, you manifest better. You're able to like pull miracles out of thin air better. It's just easier that way. I don't even like. So these are people that like to. It's like a coven. They can only make magic when they're working together. But like, I don't know. It just like, first of all, you don't even. It's just easier to manifest when you're by yourself. Like, it's less distractions. You don't have anyone be like, oh, well, maybe you should do this instead of. It's like, what? Like, I'm manifesting here, not you, right? All right, let me get one more and then I'll close it. All right, that's it. Hold on. They get to watch you live your dreams and Peeping Tom. Yeah, they're watching you. I've definitely been getting the feeling of like I've been being watched on my social media. Like, there are invisible eyes on my social media. These people could be trying to watch you on social media. Yeah, they're trying to create some sort of narrative about you as to the reason why you're not partnering with them, you're not working with them. They're trying to think of some reason, right? They're watching you be spiritually fertile. They're watching you manifest. They're watching you create. And a lot of the magic that they're doing is they're watching to see if the magic that they're doing to confuse you, to make you mentally ill, is working, so that way it can further their narrative that, yeah, see, that's why, because you're mentally ill, that's why they're not working with us. That's why they're not giving us compassion. That's why they're not letting us use them for their miracles and abundance. And, you know, that's why our, you know, they just want to use you because everything is falling apart for them and it's happening too fast. And it's getting to a point where there's no turning back. And it's like they're desperately trying to contact you before they're like back to square one, right? Ladies of the night. Okay, so this is a reading. I gotta go. Bye.